Okay. You ready?
Well, we can try it again.
Okay.
But I guess just to get the whole sock thing going, we were told on June the 4th that I have cancer. On June the 12th, the area that had cancer was removed. It was a lymph node that was swollen up to the size of an orange. And so the doctor pulled that out along with some other stuff, and he did some checks. Then on July the 15th is when cancer treatment started. That's when the radiation started. But it was July the 16th that set everything in motion with the socks. I've been wearing socks since February of 2018. And there's a whole backstory behind that I'll spare you for now. But so when I go on June, and when I go in July, I show up at these different places and I'm wearing these socks because it's just what I do. And it starts to draw the attention. They start to draw the attention to themselves from the staff at Bryson and the staff at Sequoia Regional. And it's funny because like the radiation tech that comes out to get me, he's there at Sequoia Regional. He walks out and he actually deliberately looks around the furniture wanting to see what kind of socks that I'm wearing. And then on July the 16th, I'm there at Bryson, and it's my first day of chemo. And it's our first day to watch the staff, because I'm sitting there, we're there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And we do nothing but just get plugged in and wait around. So we watch the nurses, 2 in particular, in the way that they interact with all the patients. And me, I think I've got a lightweight version of cancer, and I'm soft to begin with, is what I think. So, you know, I got a lightweight form of cancer, and they're dealing with a weenie boy. So I'm not their most important person on the radar, which is okay with me, because I see other people there on that first day that you could tell they've been in it, and they're deep in it. And candidly, cancer's been kicking their ass pretty hard. And me, I'm just like, man, life is good. And I watch the way that these 2 nurses in particular interact with these patients and how they move from patient to patient, constantly adapting themselves, I think, emotionally to the demands of each patient, or to the needs or the wants or whatever you want to call it. And as I sit there and I watch, it's like, these people are studs. These people are badass. I mean, and you know, if you saw the stuff that Laura and Jeff had done, I made a reference to doing my 26 years of service in the Air Force. But I compare what I did to what these people do, what these nurses do. And it's like it doesn't even, they don't match up. It's like these people that serve in this space are just at a level that's far above anything I'll comprehend. I understand they can adjust to the operational tempo, all the rules and the regulations that come down and things like that. But emotionally, I don't care how long you're in that space, in my opinion, you're still going to get tweaked. You're still going to get thumped by that somebody. And then as I've traveled along, like I ran into one lady, I think Sandy Lee, who's up on the floor on 3 South.
She's on my T committee.
Yeah, she's been in this space for like 34 years. And it's like, how? Like, she willingly stays in the oncology space for 34 years. It's like, you're a stud. I don't get it. I could never be in that space, because I don't know, maybe I am soft. I'm emotionally soft. It's like, I couldn't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. It's kind of like cops. I'm glad there's somebody that does that job, and I'm glad that I'm not one of them, to be very candid with you. So when I saw that, we were driving home that day, and I said, you know, we need to buy socks. And Wendy immediately was like, ooh, we gotta go shopping. That's synonymous with shopping, and that was all she wrote.
Sure.
So from that point on, then I would start engaging the staff. I went back on Wednesday, and there's a guy at Sequoia Regional by the name of Kirk who had come out to get me. He's one of the radiation techs. It's like, so, and he's looking at my socks, and it's like, so I asked him, so what do you got? And he goes, what? And I said, socks, man. What are you wearing? He's like, come on, man. I said, no, seriously, what socks you got? And he kind of reluctantly pulls the pants leg of his scrubs up and shows me it's all just generic black socks. And it's like, oh, my brother, we got to fix that up. And so I kept needling him. Finally got him a pair of socks, and got Greg a pair of socks. And then it just kept going from there. Then it got to Michelle and Julio We got them hooked up with a pair of socks. We were hooking up to people with Bryson cancer, both the nurses and the patients as well. So for the patients, it was always, oh, here, have a pair of socks. And they, why are you giving these away? It's like, because cancer sucks. But I don't need a greater reason than that. As a cancer patient and a reluctant patient at that, cancer just sucks. But for those nurses and the staff, the radiation techs, even the people that are, the janitors and stuff like that are working there all the time, the finance people, the fact that you choose to be in this just resonated more than anything with me. And it's like, and that's pretty much the essence of the story right there. We say that it's about the patients, and I don't want to take anything away from the patients, because there are some that have been at the brink. There's, like Mrs. Lozano that we met, who has multiple tumors throughout her body that she's dealing with. And it's like, okay, see, that's a level of cancer I don't know, but she's staying the course. She's fighting it, and I don't want to take anything away from like a Mrs. Lozano or anybody like that. But these nurses and these doctors and the techs and anybody else that chooses to be in that space, I just don't think there's nearly enough of a conversation about them. And that's really the fundamental driver behind the whole sock thing, is giving props, giving respect and appreciation to those people who choose to be in that space. Because I will forever say that, like every other cancer patient, I believe that I'm a reluctant participant. None of us want to be there. None of us sign up for it. We're there out of necessity, because the other option is we die with cancer. And I'm just not quite in the mood for that. But those people that choose to be there, they've made that decision. They make it every day they get up. That's who it's about. So that's my rumor, and I'm sticking to it.